everybody doing today? Welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody has had a good week, good Christmas. I hope everybody had a good, safe Christmas. I know Shell Bell and Chicken Man had a white Christmas. They showed several inches of snow they got just like the day before. But it was like 70 degrees here, crazy weather in Alabama. But it's supposed to turn off cold coming up here in the next day or so. Hey, Roger Ivy, Bud Files. But we got 2 boxes to hunt today. JC Likes Pam donated for a box. He'll get the first pick. And then we got Martin Bowen back for another chance. Martin is 2 weeks in a row. Martin is the donator for our 2-week streak so far. He has gotten silver both weeks. So hopefully we can continue that trend. And we're going to just see what we can do today. I was kind of switching up the giveaways today. We're going to do a Rosie dime, a V-nickel, and an Indian head cent. Those will be, the Rosie dime is silver. Those will be the giveaways today. I got a 50 and an EOS ready to go. If we hit 75, I can throw one together right quick. So, got 24 people up in here now. Let's see who all is in the chat. Aaron Foy, how are you doing? Blistering Barnacles, Brian Robeson, Captain Vic, Chicken Man Dan, Christopher Ty, David Rubin, Fleabag. Fleabag, I hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from you lately on how things are going. Jim Thompson, Martin Bowen, Michael Erickson, Roth, Roger Ivy, Shell Bell, Silver Serpent, the Bud File, Tom Thumb. Hope everybody is doing well. We will not have a, hey Artie Mike, we will not have a auction today. Maybe try to get one sometime in January, get another one together. I'm thinking about maybe going, hey Namaste, thinking about maybe going to a show in Georgia in January, be one of the first shows of the year. So also I hear that Dalton, Georgia has a really big show. Namaste may know more about that. May try to hit that show this year. Anyway, if and when I do, we'll try to put together a few things. Is JC, are you in the chat? JC in the chat. Good morning, David Rubin. Good to see you. KJ, good to see you. Yeah, they do sell a lot of carpet. Supposed to be one of the bigger coin shows in the Southeast for the year is in Dalton. So maybe if you didn't know about it, maybe that'd be one you'd want to go to. There, JC. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Yeah, I guess it is maybe afternoon. Is it afternoon in your area? I'm Central Time, so it's still good morning here. Pick a box. We got box 1 or 2, JC. You are first up. JC was first to get in. I should have the boxes in by Wednesday this coming week. So as soon as I get them in and verify they're huntable, we will. I will get them posted for consideration. So JC, you can have box 1 or 2. Your pick. I will be having taking a little bit of extra time with the coins today. I'm still kind of working with the coin machine. I do have a line of conversation going with the bank about the issue. They're checking into it, but I really want to make sure, absolutely sure, that my coins are right going in. And so I'm going to be bagging them up as I go. I'm going to do $100 in a bag. Did JC pick? Did I miss that? JC, box 1 or 2? Box 1 or 2. And we will get going. Hey, Maple Leaf. Shell Bell, hope you're doing well. I'm sure you've got a lot of crocheting done over the last few days. Jim Thompson just, hey, to Todd, Valerie Bowen, how are you? Jim Thompson was in New York. He beat a rug out of the town to get ahead of that. Hey, Coin Silver, get ahead of that big snowstorm coming in up there. JC likes Pam. I'm getting, but Chad is working. I don't see any stream issues. Everything seems to be fine. So it could be an internet thing. Stream health is poor, it says though. You may be getting that. Is anybody else having trouble? Anybody else have? It does say stream status is poor. Is anybody else having issues with the video's good on my end? Says namaste. If chat is working, JC, would you like box 1 or 2? Box 1 or 2. I don't know why my internet seems to be fine. I don't see any. I've been watching videos and stuff today. Haven't had any issues. I always get this frame rate, keyframe frequency deal. It's always an error that runs on this, but I don't know how to fix it, and it hasn't seemed to bother the stream. So I haven't ever really. It says says open widget, but you know, I don't know what to do about it. He wants a heavy box. Yeah, I would go with heavy box. Heavy box would be good. Heavy box would be good. Well, can he get on Discord? He can let me know on Discord if he wants to. He could let me know on Discord. I hate to not give him first shot since he's here. There he is, number one. Number one. All right, JC. I'll put it right up there on top. Get it over here and take a look at it. My thumb is much better. I know it may not look it, but it's got just kind of loose skin where it had so much inflammation in it, but as far as being sore, it is much better now. The doctor said it was headed in the right direction. So as I have been doing, I went ahead and opened them just to make sure they were searchable. We have had, not lately, knock on wood, not lately here, but other streams have been getting new coins, so I'm going to open them and make sure every week, and hopefully nobody will have an issue with that. So good luck, JC. Thank you again for donating, and we are off and running. Roll number 1. So what I'm going to do here, as I search these, I'm going to put $100 in each of these Ziplocs. And for a while I'm trying to help them test out their machines, I want to know exactly how much that I'm putting in there. So I'm going to be stacking coins at the top as we go along, and then I'm going to, for a little while, I'm going to be keeping them separate that way, so that I have a really good firm idea of how many coins I'm putting in there each bag. That way I can access how it's counting before I get all the way through my putting coins through, and then to find out that I'm being shorted again. So that's why, hey Ron Pierce, why I will be doing it this way. So yeah, box looks good. It's got some new coins, and got a good circulation though. Now that one is a lot of new coins, but what I'm finding is that the new coins are circulated, so they're not all 2023 Ds or Ps. They're a mix of the other coins. So that is what constitutes a circulated box now. So anyway, 72. So how's everybody been doing? Dad's Spare Change hit another great box this week. Had multiple 64s. I don't remember what the final count was, Dad. If you're in the chat, you can could share that, or if you're on our Discord channel, you probably already know. But he had a really good, one of the best boxes I've seen in a while, for sure, with multiple silver in it. He gets the flat boxes, and they're just like mine that I've been getting. Hey, AGI, Iowa. Good. Well, thanks for coming in. Hopefully you'll bring us some silver luck. We are hunting this box for JC like Pam, trying to see what we can find for him. I did hunt 2 flat boxes this week. They were Black Road boxes, just like old Dad Spare Change is getting, but they just didn't have no silver in them. He was loaded. I mean loaded. So will everybody be streaming today? I don't remember. I think Pa, y'all keep Pa in your prayers. He's having issues with his foot. He's in a boot. He can't get up and down stairs good. There's Shellbell says he had 3 Benji 1764s, 93 40s, and a 66 Balboa in that box. Oh, that's an awesome box for sure. JC, bet for truth. And he found, Dad's found an 83, or what, let me see what the year was on that again. He found a 1989 Denver today that looks silver, and it weighs 12.52 grams. So that is a 90% silver weight. I've never really heard of but I wonder, and he said it looks silver, and I guess the only way you could really test it would be to carry it to a coin shop and with a Sigma, maybe with a Sigma tester, and let them check to see if it's 90%. See if it's 90%. That would be a big money coin, even if it wasn't in great condition, to be struck on 90% silver planchette. I know, really. It could very well be. Could very well be. But it looks silver. It weighs 12.52, which is 90% silver weight. He was wondering if it might be plated, and I don't think it would weigh that much if it was plated. What are y'all's thoughts on that? I don't think it would weigh 12.52 if it was plated. So I don't know. He has surely had found some good stuff over the years, so it would not be out of the realm of possibility for him to find a super rare coin. Yeah, that would be the easiest way to do it, Martin, would probably be to go to a coin shop or a jeweler that had a Sigma tester and have it tested that way. 73D. So yeah, I shipped everything out. I don't think I have anything whatsoever that's supposed to go to anybody sitting here on my desk. So anything we do today will be my next shipping amount. So everybody should have gotten or will soon get whatever was coming to you. The only one that I was really behind on was KJ in Ohio, and I made sure to get his little goodie shipped out. So my son's here sleeping again, so I'm trying to keep the dog from barking. Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, that's true, Namaste. Now he could probably hear it if it was silver. That is true. See, I don't even think about that because I just can't. I can hear it. So, I don't even think there's Fleabag doing what Fleabag does again. I can't hear it, so that's not even an investigative consideration. I don't even think about, well, you should be able to hear it if it's silver. There's some 2020, so those are NIFCs. And again, I'm not doing silver swap for NIFCs. I am going to keep up with them just for the count or fill the board situation, but I'm not doing silver for those anymore. It has just silver $79 an ounce. It will be hey Gatita, a lot of people are anticipating silver to hit $100 an ounce next year. $100 an ounce. Now see, that one is short. Oh, because that's 2 NIFCs. How am I going to do that? All right, we found NIFCs. That's 2. I'm going to put them on the board and try to keep up with them that way so that I can put them in the bag when I count them. So let me update the board. We got a couple NIFCs. We finally broke 50 on the, hey Netfine, finally broke 50 on silver this year. So that was good. That was good. Yeah, I didn't even think to ask him if it sounded like silver. Box now. All those others kind of started off slow too, so we can't give up on these because it's not been first row silver yet. Not been a first row silver yet. It's been having to work for it a little bit every time. So yeah, I'm still, I'm almost thinking about just trying to sell some. I'm trying to buy a piece of gold, and I think that even if I didn't try to swap, for gold, I'm thinking about selling anyway while it's this high and just putting that money back for when maybe gold takes a bump. And maybe I can get the coin for a better price or at the coin show next month. Look for one there. I think I could probably do better on the price at a coin show than at the bullion shop. All right, one more roll, and we'll bag them up. It'll be $100. Hey, Visterian. I'm trying to buy the 2014 Kennedy, the 3/4 ounce gold, 24 karat gold Kennedy. And my bullion guy has one, but now I haven't checked with him since silver went back up, but he was at about $4 under melt for silver. I don't know, what are you guys seeing? Have you guys checked at all on as far as people buying any silver, any of the, I know some people have ability to get things. Local bullion was $6 back of spot. That was when it was 70. Yeah, mine was $4, I think. He was $4 off spot. So I don't know, maybe that was a pretty good offer. Maybe that was a pretty good offer. The thing is, that I just know everybody talked about spot, and I was on a channel one of the dealer channels the other day, and he was talking about spot, 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 and I asked what he was buying silver for, and he never would answer. So, because that's the thing, you know, it don't matter what spot is, really. I mean, it does because it's money, and the higher spot is, the more money you get for it, but you never get spot for it, right? You know, it's always going to be, $3 or $4 or $5 or $6 under spot, so. I've got a bunch of 725 too. All right, on to the next set. Hey, Michael Rose. Good to see you. We are going for 2 weeks in a row finding silver, and all we've found so far in these boxes have been 90s. So hopefully we can continue that streak. I know JC would like for us to continue it. So would, hey, Anfield. So would Martin Bowen. Martin Bowen said, I'll take 3 weeks with a 90. I'll do 3 weeks with a 90. $4 under spot. Well, that might have been a good price. You know, I didn't know. I haven't sold much in my time. I've got another shop in town. I may check with him too. I mean, just to see what he would do. But it may be time to sell some right now, you know, and then just have that money in your pocket for if gold takes a bump, then try to jump on some gold. But I think I might be able to do better at a coin show on that than at the shop. Finishing shoveling snow. All righty. Be safe. Don't hurt yourself. I've been running my air conditioning. In Alabama, if you don't like the weather, just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Snowing here, says Michael Erickson. I was watching the radar, seeing y'all were getting some, supposed to get some. I like to check all my buddies' weather, you know, Shelby and them. I always kind of look, see what they're doing, see how their weather's going. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, you know, what I was kind of working on there, Fleabag, with that coin was I wanted that. It's not, you know, I've got the Walker and the Standing Liberty quarter and the Merc dime and the 24 karat. And when I first went in, I actually saw one of these, Kevin, Old Gas Man, better known as, Old Gas Man bought one of these coins at the Eastridge show, and I had never seen it before, and he was showing it to me, and the guys at the bullion shop tried to tell me that it was part of that Centennial set, but it wasn't. Those were 2016. This is a 2014 it's anniversary, Kennedy's anniversary, 2014, 1964 to 2014. I'm not going to sell any of my Constitution, or if I sell, it'll be bullion, be silver rounds. Silver Serpent, thank you, sir. 71. Yeah, got to be on your mind. I mean, you know, everybody that's been holding silver all these years, it's got to be kind of be on your mind at what point, you know. I know it's not, you can't time the market. You can't make investment trying to time the market, but, you know, you can certainly do that with silver and gold. You can get there when it's hot. It may go up more, but it's going to come down at some point. You know, you got to figure it's going to take a bounce at some point down, I would think. Got phone, had to go to Best Buy and they restarted your phone. Okay, JC. He's back. He's back. He's back. Maybe no. I was hoping you'd just come back in, fresh phone, restart, and we'd hit a silver. We're on the, still on the top half of the box though. One box, we didn't find it to the bottom half, so it is not, hadn't been unusual. It always had been part of the box, like either the top or the bottom. Top or the bottom. Martin says he smells silver. Well, I don't know. I kind of feel like what's the point in putting it back if you don't, you know, try to do something with it. I mean, it'll be there for my kid one day. You know, I guess that's the other thought process on it, but I kind of want to be able to do something with it, you know, aside from just let it pile up. That was so dirty. It said 4. I couldn't tell if it was 64 and 84. 64 and 84. You think Elion has some silver? There's a 2010 NIFC. Let me add that to the board. We're going to go ahead and put it in the stack. I guess Rick and Paul will be on today. So Rick was not on. Was Rick going to be on? I really haven't seen a premiere video or anything that he's going to be on. So I'm assuming he's going to be on. I know he was at a hockey game. I don't know if he had to go. If he's still in Michigan or what, so, but I'm assuming he might be on. Just throws your day off when everybody's, when those guys that's supposed to be streaming can't stream. Throws your whole Saturday off. There's another NIFC 2013. Put that on the board. Rick is scheduled for tonight. Thanks, Martin. 71. He found a little silver in his boxes. I think his first one was a 64 Kennedy, so you can't get mad at that. There's a 2020. That'll be another NIFC to add. Some people don't count the 2020s. I always consider that to be the last year. Do y'all count 2020 as an NIFC? Roll for this 100. $200 in, no silver. Come on, silver. Let's go, box. Let's go. Should be some good, decent football games on today. I think LSU's playing. I wonder if Lane Kiffin will be coaching the bowl game since he's LSU's coach now. I was wondering about that today, or with my dad. There's another 2020. I was wondering about that with my dad, whether he would be on the sideline for the bowl game. Oh, you know who I haven't said hi to? Gabe Bowen. Gabe, I am so sorry. I forgot to say hi to you earlier. I hope you are doing good and enjoying the stream and having a good week. I went through all those names and I forgot my super fan. What kind of YouTube superstar am I? I forget my super fan. Copper Owl, how are you? It was Christmas. I completely forgot about you, Gabe. I'm sorry, my friend. All right, on to the next. Copper Owl will be on tomorrow at 2. He is doing a appreciation stream tomorrow, so y'all make sure you check into that. Make sure you check into that. Gabe is still looking for presents. I like the Eternal Optimist. I had a little Yorkie, one of our dogs before the ones we have now, and she was the Eternal Optimist. If you was in there doing, cutting up anything on the counter, getting ready for supper or whatever, she was right there at your feet because she knew without a doubt you was going to drop something. 71 deep. Okay, well, cool. Old Jim. I just would find pennies so hard to hunt on a stream. For me, they're hard to see. And if I'm hunting them by myself, I can hook my I got a big magnifier I can use, you know, without really interfering with the flow and all in the stream and all. But it's hard. They're hard for me to see unless the light's just right. You got to get the angle. You got to get them at an angle to be able to see the date easy. I cooked a nice little ham this week. We've been eating ham sandwiches and ham and tater casserole and green beans for the last few days. Starting to get to the end of that. There's another 2020. There you go, Valerie. So, I think next year we're going to go to a no gift deal, and we're going to try to do like an angel tree for somebody instead of buying gifts for each other. Because nobody ever knows. I don't, you know, like they were asking me, what do you want? I don't have any, there ain't anything I want. And so rather than just to get something just to buy something, thought it would be nice. Hannah actually had the suggestion. We didn't do it. But I think next year I'm going to be a little more proactive in just making that that's going to be our Christmas deal next year. Spill it, says Martin. Spill it. Spill it, spill it, spill it. I went to my dad's on Christmas Day. He can't operate his TV, you know, outside of, hey there, Robert Bruce. Outside of just, I got him a remote. It had volume, power, and channel up, channel down. That's the only buttons it has on it. But like he can't switch from his regular TV to you know, to YouTube or, you know, all that. He can't make all those changes. And so I went over there because the football, you know how these guys are. I got to have the money. And so football, NFL was on Netflix. Well, he can't do that, get to Netflix. So I went over and set up Netflix on my account so he could watch football. And I watched the Dallas game with him, and then I left and went home and came back after the Vikings game, I think it was, and switched his TV back so that it would be back on the channels he knows and can navigate. But I hate it when they do NFL on these other channels like that. All right, that's going to be the top half done. Let's see if we see anything interesting in the bottom. And I don't, but you know, we've had one ender in the last 2 weeks, and it has been on the bottom, and it was a Benji ender, if I remember right. So we have had an ender. Silver on the bottom. Oh, Are you predicting Dad's Spare Change? Are you predicting silver on the bottom, Dad's Spare Change? Wishful thinking. Well, we appreciate the support there for sure. We need some support. Boxes. We need that surprise silver to pop up. You know, we were kind of cruising along on those boxes last week, and it just all of a sudden it was like bing, bing, bong. We had Sammys both weeks. We had silver Sammys both weeks now, so we don't need to let up. We don't need to let up here. Not JC. Finally, you know, he pulled the trigger, and I don't blame him. I'd have pulled it too, but he's probably gonna have my luck. You know, you see somebody or a channel that's been hitting silver week after week, and you think, man, yeah, I need to get in on some of that, and then you do, and you know how it goes. So I'm hoping you don't have my luck. JC, you need Martin luck today. You need some Martin luck today. Let's get some Martin luck. 72. Coin Junkie, how are you doing? You were #1 in the chat I saw earlier when I popped in to see who was lining up. Beautiful 99D there. I've been checking on our coins and our bills and stuff. I need to check the bills. I haven't checked those lately to make sure the mail went and got there, but coins are scheduled to be graded, so hopefully we'll get some return on your nickel before long. Get that back in your hands. Dad had a 75 high D that was graded by PCGS, but they wouldn't recognize the variety, so had to send it to NGC. So we got that sent for him. Hopefully it's going to come back at least as good as the one, because I didn't ask them to grade it. I asked it to be reholdered. So hopefully that just keep the same grade that's on it and reholders it with the variety. Now, I appreciate you. That for a change also. I tried to tell everybody thank you for the card, and he was the one that I forgot. And not only did he send a card, but it has a silver bicentennial in it. So thank you. I appreciate that, Morris. I appreciate that. I was looking through this card. I said, you know, I never did tell Dad thank you for the card. I'm horrible about sending cards. I've done better this year than I ever have, but it was only because I was already sending you something. and I thought, well, let's just stick a card in there. I am not the best holiday card sender guy. Showbell and them sent something. Michael Erickson sent me an Alabama blanket, and it was needed too. Oh, and Valerie Bowen, I didn't show y'all, so I think I did a video on it and what have you, but I have not shown it on the stream. Let me get this, at least the next 2 rows done where I can bag these up, and then I'll show it. But we had a stream back some time ago where we were talking about things, and Martin had posted a piece that Valerie did. She works in leather. She does things in leather. And she posted a piece on Discord that I showed, and I was thinking, man, that would make a good coin bag. Well, next thing I know, buddy, she is off and running. And so she made me a bag to carry to the coin show, to put my books, my magnifying glasses, loops, pretty much anything that you want to put in there. and I was just absolutely blown away by the quality of it. And I will show it to you in just a second. But Valerie really does some gorgeous work with leather. So I will show you. It's personalized WalkerMagnet coin show bag. $72, $73, $72. All right, let me get all these in the bag, then I'll show y'all. This is going to be really nice for the coin machine because I know that it should be $100 every bag. When I dump it in there, I'll really be able to keep a good close count on it. When I carry them to the coin shop to show you. So here it is. And I'll show it to you closer, but it is a very, very supple leather, and I'm telling you, it will. Well, yeah, let me put it down like this. So that's, I mean, it is super, super nice. It's got little snaps and things to close everything. She found a walker to put on the label. It says WalkerMagnet here. When we do, you know, currency and all the stuff that we do, Martin and them call me the professor. So her daughter does very beautiful calligraphy type, hey Lisa D, type writing, and so she wrote the professor on this piece, and they riveted it on there. But I was just absolutely floored and about the quality of it. So, and then here it's got these snap. You unsnap it, and you can put your loops and things in there. And then if you open the top flap, oh, new washer leaking. Working on that. Yep. So I got my one of my coin books in there, Valerie. And then she's also got a zipper pouch, so if you're starting to put your valuables in there, you can put them. And then she has the Bible verse, Psalm 119:105. The word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. So super, super nice. Valerie, again, thank you. And she'll be sending her some, you know, little plans for maybe a purse or something like that. So I do hear that Valerie is considering an eBay store for leather goods. So if you guys have a want or need in that area, make sure you get with her, check her out, because she does awesome work. Awesome work. Delivered yesterday night. You know, you reckon he left the washer out of one of the hoses or something? Yeah, I agree there, KJ. I have lost over $1,000 since sometime last year, or earlier this year rather, from about October on. So I am in the hole on the coin machine, and I wasn't, you know, I was afraid to complain, kinda, because, you know, without the banks, without the coin machine, I can't do this. I don't have a way to return coins, and if you can't return them, you can't get them. So I was kind of hesitant to complain very much, but I just couldn't do it anymore. I had to do something, because I was just losing my buttocks on this deal. So now I've got a line. I got somebody I can talk to about it, and we're going to try to get it figured out. I'm just trying to do, yep, wrong washer. That'll do it. That will do it there, Lisa. I'm just trying to keep a good count so that I can help them help me. And the funny thing is that it only does it on $50. I put a nickel in, and it will be almost to the penny. But for the $50 is where it's usually getting me at. So I am trying to see. And then I kind of got thrown a curveball this week because when I went, I did a bag like that. I did $100 in a bag. I put that bag in. It was exactly $100. And so I said, well, it's counting right today, you know. So I just went ahead and dumped in. Ended up $150, $147 short. So now I'm going to have everything in bags. I'll be able to dump that bag in. I'll know all the way through the progression, and hopefully I can use these bags over a few times and not have to go to new bags each time. So that'll help me a little bit. But anyway, you do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. Because if I can't take them back, I can't hunt them, especially, well, not, you know, I can't hunt them. I can't even do them personally if I wanted to, you know, without it being part of the channel. Because if I can't get my money, I can't lose $100, $150 a box. Can't do it. After a certain amount of time, I try to weather it as long as I can, but well, you know, how do I get walkers? Oh, somebody see if you can give Michael Rose some walkers so he can play the game, please. And if they can't do it, one of the mods can do it. If they can't do it, I can do it, Michael. I can do it if they can't get it done. Thank you for asking, so we can take care of you. All right, you should have walkers now, my friend. If you need pointers on the slot machine, Fleabag's your man. If you need pointers, Fleabag is the man. Come on, box, now. Unfortunately, the only bad part of the boxes has been that we've had one box good, one box bad, so I don't know if that will be the case today, but just had a shot going through some of my Indian coins and had a 1900 rupee bought for $1.50, £1.50. So about $2 back in the 90s. Its melt value is $27.24. Nice. That's nice. Always a good little surprise. Good little surprise. Come on, box. Let's not do JC that way. JC's going to get a 40%er regardless of what happens. $71. $72. Ryan Robeson, how are you? Robinson, I mean. Robinson. I put a video on Discord of my dogs the other day. I was sitting in here and Angus and Walker play. Doing well, doing well. Open first row nickels, boom, war nickel, flea bag. Not only is he a slot expert, he is a nickel magnet. Nickel magnet. Him and JC likes nickels. You did find your quarter, didn't you, Playback? Hey, Joe. How you doing, Joe Minute? You did find your quarter, didn't you? I'm assuming you did. I can't remember if I heard that you found the DDR quarter you found or not. If you found it and he misplaced it. Does a 45 nickel have silver, please? Yes, 45 is the last year for silver. Yeah, 45 is the last year. 42 is the transition year, so 42 can be either way, but 45 should all be silver. But at least you found it. That's a bad thing if you lose a DDR or something like that. You can't really see it unless you put it under the scope. It's not like you can just look, oh, there it is. Hey there, Jimmy J. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're trying to find JC some silver. We have found silver in at least one box the last 2 weeks, and JC took a swing at hitting, and so far I haven't done him any good. We ain't done yet though. We certainly ain't done. There's a hunting Southwest Ohio. It's lunchtime. Hope you are doing well. I know hopefully y'all will be back in your house for long. They have had one heck of a year, I tell you what. It's going to be like, you're going to be like on vacation. You ever make it back into your house and don't have to work all day and then go to the house and work, and just being able to come to the house and do some of the work there without having to travel would be a blessing, I'm sure. Hey, it happened. I did. You didn't even have an NIFC. You were struggling. I think you finally got one NIFC. A Copper Owl did have a bad box, I have to say. That was a pretty bad box. Yeah, I hope we're not either. I found several NIFCs, but not anything else. Ron Pierce, he took the W on that one. Hey, Chris Helms. Yeah, I'm sure you are, Rick. That you have had one heck of a year, good friend. $71D. Oh yeah, yep. War nickels are like the 40%ers. You know, like 40%ers used to be price wise. They're $5 a piece now. So 40%ers, I remember, used to be like $6, and now they're over 10. Yeah, there is also an NFL game on this afternoon, a Saturday game. Lots of football. My daddy actually said he was kind of starting to get tired of football. I guess I can understand that. All he does is to sit there and watch TV all day long. He's 83, and after he broke his hip, he's kind of gotten to be very sedentary. So I guess you could get tired of watching football if that's all you did. All right, let me put these up. I bet. I hunted 7 nickel rows, found 2 2024 and a 45p. Can't get mad at that. I did a nickel box, didn't have hardly anything in it. My Loomis boxes suck. Now, I have found some good things in the Loomis boxes. I guess but my Brink boxes are pretty good. They did pretty good, but for whatever reason, my Loomis boxes don't do very good here. All right, last 10 rows, last $100 for JC. We need a good goodie out of this. We need a good goodie. Do a quick ender check. We had a bingy ender on one. $54 like. Thank you, Michael Erickson. $72. William E., how are you doing? As I was saying earlier, I should have these boxes back by Wednesday this week. So as soon as I get them back, if I know they're going to be circulated, I will post them up and for consideration for next Saturday. Silver Serpent hunted 15 rows last night. Didn't find anything but a 42. So transitional coin there. I found several older coins, but just nothing, nothing that was keepable. I don't keep the older stuff anymore unless it's in really good shape. There is 2 2020s, so put those back on the NIFC list. But I hunted the whole box and didn't have anything worth keeping. I did find, the pineapple coin, the Panamanian or whatever. Found, oh, sweet. I did had thorns. I had like 3 different Bahama coins. but nothing silvery. Nothing silvery. '71, Penn State are playing Clemson in the toilet bowl. They do get out of hand on all these bowl games. It's not as bad now as it used to be. I mean, before the playoffs and they started parlaying the bowl games into the playoffs, you'd never know what kind of bowl you were going to get. It might have been the toilet bowl or the whatever. I found a few things in the coin returns this week, just pennies, bent dimes, nothing silvery. But they did have a few things in there this week. Because you never know what's going to be in that coin return. I'll tell you what, I check them, and my grocery store now has one, so I check them all as I go through. Credit unions, Walmart, grocery store. Ugh. Well, I don't know. I think it depends on what kind, silver is getting to not even be poor man's gold anymore, but I think, if you can afford gold, buy gold. Silver is definitely a lower entry point, and it's got a lot of upside right now. I mean, I would have liked to have bought it at $50, in the $50 an ounce range, which I did. I haven't bought any since it went past. I think the most expensive I bought was at $53 an ounce. So I don't have anything in my safe whatsoever that I have more than $50 an ounce tied into it. And that was just one of the last purchases I made. So, but I'm thinking about selling some and getting ready to try to buy a gold coin. We were talking about that earlier. Because I don't know, I kind of feel like if you're buying silver, you're buying it to turn it to maybe into gold, so you're hoping for that rally and all that. I think if you buy gold, you're buying it to keep it for the long haul and very rarely ever sell it. But I am not an investor in any of it. I keep it and stack it. It's more for fun than for really for profit. That's the good thing about coin hunting. There's an intrinsic value to everything you're doing. So even doing this, it was one of the things I always kind of hung my hat on with Allison when I would trying to, get her blessing to do this in a way, was that, if any time we had an emergency come up or whatever, I could turn this right back around and get my $1,000 or whatever and use it for what I kind of just borrowing the money to hunt coins with, because that's what I do. I take this back, run it through the coin machine, take that money, go back to the bank, get some more coins. I would see what the show can do for you, Robert, because they're under a little more pressure maybe to sell when they haul all that stuff down there. I think, you might be able, because that was, as far as going to my local dealers. I got a bullion guy and I got a coin guy, and going to them, it was always higher than coin shows. There wasn't any silver here that was less than $50 an ounce, and I went to the coin show. Gotcha! Just subscribe. Gotcha! It'll be 1 minute. In 1 minute, you can chat. 1 minute, 1 minute delay, and you should be able to chat if you are in the stream. But we bought silver that whole time for $46 to $48 an ounce at the coin show, and and I think Kevin bought a gold coin at spot on the last day, I want to say. So I think you might be able to get closer to spot, you know, if you're wanting to buy at a coin show than you would at a dealership, at a dealer. Just my opinion, though, just looking at what little experience I have going to them and parlaying that with the last show we were at. Buying at spot was possible, if not under spot, on silver at the show. And but they weren't nowhere near that here in the brick and mortar places here in town. So hey, Vincent Caparino. I do, gotcha. I use a credit union here, local credit union, that they have coin machines in all 5 branches. So I do use a credit union to return to, and I buy from independent banks. We have a local bank I get coins from, and then there's another, I don't know how widespread they are, but it's more of a bigger name bank that I buy from to get coins, but I take everything back. Take everything back to a credit union. Everything back to a credit union. There's a 2013. If mine get rid of them, that'll be the end of coin of doing $50 for me. I just, you know, I might try to check around and see if I can find another place, but we don't really have, I think, I don't know what I would do. I would just have to stop doing $50 because nickels I could roll, or, you know, or pennies, or maybe even quarters. I could roll those and take them back, but nobody wants to take back halves. I guess they have to, in a way, but yeah, that would be a deal breaker for me. Deal breaker for me. 2 more rows for JC. We are getting down. We need 2 rows. I mean, it's not out of the possibility we can hit a 90%er here. They sure popped up out of the blue, but we are down to the nitty gritty. Nothing but NIFCs, and that is not good. That is not good. No, we can't get coin from the post office. From the bank, and you can buy them from the mint. You can get them from the bank. All right, Rick, we'll see ya. Oh, well, I guess I didn't even know you could get quarters, William. I never even tried to get a coin from a post office before. Yeah, they are, and they're, you know, I guess you're new to the channel, at least as far as a subscriber, but we found a $2,000 nickel back a couple months ago. Gotcha, back in September, I think it was. We found a $2,000 buffalo nickel in a box of nickels, so it was a crazy, crazy find. How you doing, NC? All right, JC, I am sorry. I am so sorry. Thank you for donating, though. I appreciate you getting in and helping out the channel that way. Very much appreciated. And let me see. Let me get these put up, and I'll get your 40 out. And JC, I've got something here I've had in it for a while that I wanted to send to you. So, and look, I'm, with things the way they are, we don't do skunk prizes anymore. We just kind of have to go with, have to go with what's found in the boxes and a little bit of guaranteed silver. But I have something I've been holding for JC for quite a while that I wanted to get to him. So you will be getting something extra, but it has nothing to do with your box today. I've been waiting on something to send to you so that I could combine everything together. And so be on the lookout for it. But no silver in the first box, so that is not good. Sorry about that, JC. Thanks though for the donation, my friend. I very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. And here is Martin Bowen's box. Again, it looks a lot like the other one. Got some new coin, 2023, 2021s, mixed in with old coins. Looks a lot like what we've been hunting every week. Haven't seen JC in the chat in a while. I wonder if his phone's still messing up. All right, we're on the road with Martin now. On the road with Martin. 1980. Know a guy found a $900 Pepsi bottle. Oh, yeah. Cool. I kept waiting on Hunting Southwest Ohio when he had to do all that work on his house. He has an old, I think, 1800s house. I kept waiting on him to find like a, a sack of gold coins in the wall or some kind of crazy thing as they were doing construction on his house, but he let me down. He never did find the treasure. But you never know. You just never know.
So then I got a call from them saying we don't have to worry about money no more. And I said, that's good.
How did you do that? That thing. Dadgummit. I did not know I had that turned on, that thing. That was totally uncalled for. I appreciate it. But I did not know how in the world did you do that. That thing is a sneaky you-know-what. I'm here to tell you. I am here to tell you he is a sneaky you-know-what. I'm going to find out what you did. I am going to find out what you did. Thank you, that thing. Through string. Oh, well, I don't know if I can. All right, I'll have to. Well, thank you, that thing. You went the extra mile, friend, because you had to dig for that. I have no clue how you did that. But I appreciate it very much, my friend. Thank you so much. I will have to investigate that one. Thank you, that thing. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. I had tried to kind of eliminate some of that. But hey, thank you, sir. He had to go the extra mile because he went a route I don't even know anything about. He's a pretty fart smeller, Martin Bowen. Yeah, see? I'm going to make some changes at the first of the year. There's a little bit of interest in starting memberships back. I'm going to do a 99-cent membership, and we'll see what we can do. I'm going to try to introduce at least a little silver into the giveaways each week. We're doing dimes this week, but hey, dimes are $6 a piece now. So It's 500, Robert. 500 for a case of halves. It's 250 for dimes. You can get dime for 250. Jolly Roger's been killing dimes of late. There's the NIFCs of 2014. It is a beauty, though. I mean, it is a beauty. $100 star note. Yeah, I did too. That's a hard one to keep unless it's super rare. I got one too. Thank you, Net Thing. Yeah, there's $10 in a row. Let me add that NIFC to the finds. Me too.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
I opened Super Chat back up. If it means enough for Net Thing to dig that deep to send some money to support the channel, then kind of looks like it means a little bit to you guys for that. So Super Chat, I opened it back up. Come on, anything for Martin Bowen. Silver, silver, silver. Silver, silver, silver. There's a 2007. This one a little different. It got some really, really super NIFC. This box has a little bit of a different flavor to it. We'll see how that goes.
Very generous of you.
I knew that was coming, but yes, thank y'all. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't feel like I deserve it, but I appreciate it. So thank you, Michael Erickson. See me 2P. And then Martin Bowen goes and hit the slot. So everything's working again. Everything's working again. Let me add that to the count. I get 4 a week, gotcha, but I rotate them. Like I'll take these 2 back tomorrow, and I will go to another bank and get 2 boxes that I hunt on my own, and then I'll take those back, and then I'll go get 2 boxes like these again. The reason I've been hunting these for the channel is because historically, for my channel anyway, they have been the ones that have produced the most silver. There's 2 types of boxes. There's 2 types of boxes, so you can get the double stack black row boxes, or you can get the flat boxes, which now have black rows. I really don't know what that means, but so I get some of each week. I go back and forth, so I just kind of recycle these coins. I take them back to the credit union, run them through the coin machine. Hope I get a Jim Thompson screwdriver, he says. And then I get my I get my my next set of coins, and then I always try to at least get at least one box of nickels, if not two, every week. So yeah, yeah. Dad found a killer box again. He has had the best luck on boxes. I think over time. Now I know he does a lot of loose coins and stuff too, but just since we have our Discord channel, and if anybody's interested in Discord, whether you know anything about it or not, it's just kind of like a community kind of app that you can. I have a channel on there. We don't do live hunts. We can. It is possible to do lives on there, but it's mainly just something we use to communicate with each other and share the hobby with each other and do some things of that nature. And so, but I have to say, of anybody on there, nobody has consistently put fines on there as Dad Spare Change does. He has been very, very blessed with the coins in his area. But for me, the double stack boxes are better, and that's what I was talking with Martin about today. You know, Dad Spare Change only lives about 3 hours from me, 3 hours north, and he gets the flat boxes and does really well with them. But we found multiple silver in the flat green rolled boxes, but nothing to the effect that him or Pa have found over the years. For whatever reason, in my area, they didn't do. And then, like, I went through like 80 boxes of brand new coins in the flat boxes. I've had a few that were heavily uncirculated in these boxes, but very few ever have I found that were total uncirculated. Knocking on wood, hard as I can. $82p. Keep wanting to throw them in my bucket. So if y'all don't know, I'm stacking them and keeping an accurate count on them as I put them up so that I can kind of check the math on our coin machine that I'm using. I have had some issues getting all my money back, so I want to put them in $100 bags so that I can keep an accurate count on them as they go through. All right, Martin said he smelled silver. Still have coin from a couple years ago. Yeah, I mean, might be too personal a question, but I kind of feel like you have been putting those back and not selling them for a long time. And crap, you had 700 walkers that you found, and I bet you still have every one of them, Dad Spare Change. I bet you still have every one of them. I had a good hit at the bank one day. I got 4 rows of 2 rows of 40s and 2 rows of 90s, almost 4 rows, and I sold them before I went to the coin show. I have sold some over the years, but not many. But I bet you still have every one of those walkers. Oh yeah, William, you should go and see that video. He had 2 boxes. He had one. I can never remember the numbers, but Dad Spare Change could tell you. But there we go. Yeah, still have them all. 582 walkers. All walkers, William. All walkers. 582 in one box and 285 in the other. And he has video of it if you want to go see it. It was phenomenal. It was a phenomenal box. 2 boxes. 2 boxes. one of my cousins' mother-in-law passed away. My uncle was texting me to let me know. There you go. There's the link for that. Martin called me and said, I got my package, and he was fawning over that Walker we found last week. That thing was crazy town in a circulated box. That box that Dad's Spare Change found was so good, you know, if you post it, you have to have thick skin because you get people that, oh yeah, that's right, retired old guy. You have people that start, you know, saying it's fake and all this kind of stuff. But I know Dad's Spare Change as good as I know many of the coin people, and he's as honest as the day is long. And so every one of those, those are legitimate boxes. I'm here to tell you, legitimate boxes. Yeah, you get a lot of 65 quarters, Robert. 65 quarters you do find a lot of. Had a lot of 2023 Ds in it. Hey, BH Ringer, you was napping. Nothing wrong with that. Paul Abrams always made a funny of that she was sleeping with me because she would come in the stream and go to sleep. When I first started, one of my first streams, I was doing just with my cell phone, super cool, William. That's true. That is true, Dad's Spare Change. That is a true statement. But one of my early streams that I did with just my cell phone, the room was kind of dark, and there was a thunderstorm going on, and the house was quiet, and you could hear the snores coming through, and I kind of got a reputation of being, you know, super relaxing place to hang out or whatever and catch a nap. So I'm good with that because there is nobody on this planet likes a good nap like I do. Nobody on the planet likes a nap as good as I do. I get in here, put my feet up. Shelby has seen my assumed position and watched YouTube videos when they were visiting. I get my feet put up on my desk, get a stream going. Soon as I put I think Angus hears my desk bump because as soon as I put my feet up, he's gonna come through that door and get up in my lap, and then he'll get all comfortable, and my legs will go numb, and slobber be running down the side of my face. I got somebody sending me a coin wanting to know something about. She's got a 53 nickel. $53 nickel. She gave me two pictures. I was able to look at the back good enough to tell it wasn't a Henning nickel also. So that is a possibility for a Henning. 72. Oh yeah, that's true too there, Jim Thompson. First box that Allison ever hunted with me, she found a Walker. She found a Walker, she sure did. Yeah, me neither. I've never found a silver quarter in a row. I think she's found a silver nickel. All right, I won't answer anything more. I'll get back with her later. She thinks she's found. Oh, really, Lisa D? There was another alley cat, I think, on YouTube. Allison had an account, of course, to be able to watch shows and things, but she never streamed on YouTube. No, I've never found a silver quarter hunting a box. And I have not hunted that much quarters, you know. Now, if something was to happen to $50 to where I couldn't get them through a coin machine, right, or the coin machine got took away, excuse me, then I would I might do some quarters. Vet for Truth, JC Ford, had never found a silver quarter in a row. $43 no mint mark nickel, but it would counterfeit. Yeah, I don't know why that is, you know. I mean, if people can't recognize a walking liberty in a $50, why do you think they'd be able to recognize a silver quarter, you know? You would think it would be more likely to find that than finding a walking liberty in a $50 or a Benji, but that's not the case. $73D. Yeah, it is. It is hard to find them. But you give us hope, Shellbell. You spread hope throughout the coin community. You are the moderator extraordinaire, though, Shell Bell. You do a lot for the community. Yep, there you go, Michael. Tell her. I haven't hunted many dimes either. I did a bag not too long ago on the stream, I believe it was. Yeah, maybe so, but why wouldn't? Well, yeah, maybe so, but why wouldn't they keep silver $50? But other people find them. I just have never found them here. And they're getting returned because I found them in Coinstar. I found silver quarters in Coinstar. I found silver $50. I found silver dimes. All the silver you can think of I found in Coinstar, or either a coin machine, not Coinstar so much, but yeah, Coinstars too, because Walmart has the Coinstar, but my credit unions have a coin machine. It's not a Coinstar. But yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely gotten harder to get. Well, I mean, even so far as like the 74D DDOs. Man, you used to find those, and you know, Paul Spare Time was like the DDO king of Arkansas, and he used to find them all the time. But he even he's not finding them very often anymore. And I haven't found a DDO in quite a while. Finished my last box for week 290s, a 92 silver proof. Nice, 240, then a Benji. That's a good box. Good box. But yeah, silver's getting harder to find. You don't see as many monster boxes as you used to see found. You see multiple silver. You know, Dad's Spare Change just had what I think would probably be a good representative of a monster box this day and age. But you know, we found a box that had 106 silver in it for hunting Southwest Ohio. Here, that's the biggest box to date that I have ever found. We had another one for Jim Cantor that had 45 in it. So it's been a while since I've seen boxes like that. They're still out there. They still come through. I've saw people, you know, show pictures of mega boxes, still opening them up every now and then. So, but they're just not quite as prolific as they used to be, I don't think. John Jacobs, how are you doing? One. Get the lottery open up and collect your museum. I hear you. That'd be cool. I have found like 4 silver dimes is the only valuable coins I've ever found. I found some Civil War bullets. No, I haven't got the set yet, Michael. They keep delaying it for some reason. I think it has to do that I didn't send them any money. Haven't got it yet though. I need to buy me an Omega stamp and make my own. Would that be counterfeiting if you put an Omega stamp on a penny? I mean, because people counterstamp them all the time. I would just literally be counterstamping a penny, little something fun to do, you know. Counterstamping an Omega signal on a sign on a penny. Just having a little fun, you know. People do it all the time. What's up, Otis? Mr. Cauldron? Battery's getting low. Thank you, Robert. Thanks for coming in today, buddy. Take care of yourself. Mel from Toronto is now going through Chicago. How long did it take to get to Chicago? All of Martin's stuff came early as compared to what the expected date was. So he was surprised as I was. And I sent a pretty good sized package to Michael Erickson, and it went through pretty quick too. So things seem to be moving pretty good with the old USPS of late. A flea counter stamp. Come on, Bob. Now, Martin said he smelled silver. I thought maybe could have been on JC's box. He was smelling his box, but so far, nothing showing. So far, nothing showing. What's up there, Collector Rick? $71. No, mine are just the flathead ones. Silver Serpent with the magnets on the back. Alright, we made it almost through the top half. With no luck today, Michael.
Very generous of you.
Alright, Michael, now. Alright. You've been more than generous, my friend. More than generous. $74. Use yours all the time. Yeah, I didn't think about getting any Phillips because, you know, supposedly people that use them to open rolls with, the flat edge is the preferred, the screwdriver of choice. The screwdriver for the discerning coin roll opener. Spill it, box. ... Yeah, it seemed like JC had some of my luck. I can't tell you how many times I donated on Pa's stream, and the guy in front of me was busting silver, and I choose the very next box. Because with Pa, you know, crap, he had 18 boxes.
Very generous.
Thank you, Jim. You've been very generous too, my friend. There's a 2005 NIFC. So Paul would have, you know, 20 boxes of halves. So, you know, he would group them on his pickup so you knew what would be the sister box, so to say. And so I would pick one in that group, and I'd miss every time. I not every time, but seems like more often than not, I misfired. All right, let's add this other NIFC to the board. We are up to 13. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, NetThing. You guys have been more than generous today. I appreciate it. All right, we're in the bottom half. I pull the box over and look at the tops. I forgot to do that. 71. Best screwdriver ever. I got that idea, you know, from that streamer. She's still on, I think, but I don't know that she hunts coins. I think it was a she, but her name was Penny Dog, and they was a Penny Dog screwdriver. And so I kind of got the idea from that. She had stepped away from streaming, so I didn't feel like I was infringing on anything, although it's just a screwdriver. But then it's a good plug, kind of like the Georgia Hunter hunting mat and the Rob Finds Treasure mats and the paw mats that we've hunted on for so long. So it's a good plug for the channel. Rob's got one every now and then. He'll pop it out if I buy a box or something from him. He'll hunt it with a WalkerMagnet screwdriver. That's good, Michael. Y'all been very generous. I do appreciate it. Let's get this over here and look at it. It kind of, when people say that, though, Jim Thompson and to Todd, it reminds me of the Forrest Gump bit where he says, when I play ping pong, I use my Flexo-like ping pong paddle. He said, it's just a little white lie, but Mama said it would be okay. That one looks a little, I don't see a mint mark. I don't think it is, but I don't see anything obvious staring us in the eyeballs. Hey there, Kenneth Bird. Okay, yeah, John Jacobs remembers. He's kind of, well, a lot of your oldies in the community, but I never had really known her channel, but I heard people talking about it. Penny Dog screwdriver. But there's a Penny Dog that does like slots and things like that, I believe, that's still on. I don't know if that's the same person or not. 73. You used to watch Penny Dog Fleabag? we're in the bottom half. We're in the home stretch here, Valerie. We've done it before, you know, skunk top half and silver on the bottom. That last box, matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, the whole top was a skunker, and then we found it on the bottom. So we're not out of the woods yet. We ain't wrapped it up and called it a day yet. $74D. One more row. Just when you least expect it. Thinking about it, I just thought of another incentive. I don't know if I want to do it or not. But it might be fun to offer the donators that they can pick one row, one number, and if it has silver in it, I'll add a 40%er to their fines. You pick one row, and if it has silver in it, then I'll either add a 40 or I'll match whatever silver's in it if I can. What do y'all think about that? Would that add anything to you? Just when you least expect it. We're going to play this. Just when you least expect it. But not yet. Not yet. Chicken Man says that sounds good. Oh, it'd be a little something fun to do. Put that on the think about plate. $74D. $77. $71. I miss saying match it. Well, you could say it, Fleabag. If they happen to pick the right number, you could say match it. Tell you what, man, you wouldn't have to match many to go in the hole nowadays. You wouldn't have to match many to go in the hole nowadays. 71. 72D. Here's a 2007 NIFC. That's what's kind of been different about this box than the other. The NIFCs have been really, really clean, which obviously, you know, these are coins that got dumped back in, so you would think you might find a silver or two in there with them. Come on, box. $73. Somebody's marking some of their coins. 2023. 71. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you there. Here's a 2018. $72D. Hey, Batman, how are you doing? Kind of slow boxes today. We've been good the last 2 weeks, but first box, just nothing but NIFCs for finds, and this box is not doing much better. But that's part of it. I hear say, people tell me that's hunting. That's hunting. I much prefer finding, but you know, is what it is. Hey, Pa Spirit. Hey, Pa, I thought it was kind of so funny. We'll be streaming it too, stretching their muscles. I was watching a stream of Pa's from 2020. It popped up on my feed. I was sitting here at my desk, so I just pulled it up and was watching it. And Pa gave away $1 Morgan for a startup stream. This was before Pa was monetized, 2020, before he was monetized. And he gave away $1 Morgan, and I was thinking, my, how times have changed. and little old Hudson, buddy, he was just a puppy. He was just a puppy, looked like a puppy. Yep, Pa is hobbling around in a boot. Pa is hobbling around in a boot with a torn Achilles. Yeah, right. Oh, we got red card soccer. Come on in, red card soccer. I have a 1 minute delay on the chat, so you will be able to come in after 1 minute. Thank you for subscribing, though. I appreciate you. Come on in 1 minute. 73D. Come on, box. We are getting down to the last 10 rows, last 12 rows. Nothing to report. Yeah, I hear you, William. You know, I worked on concrete all my life, and I see so many people with bad knees and having knee replacements and what have you. I'm just hoping I can make it to the grave with original equipment. I want all original equipment. Are you going to get some help? Oh yeah, I agree there, Batman. It is. I was been blessed that I was able to get out of that to retirement without having to have surgery on any of that. Me and Pa's talking about a date maybe later in January. So I will be more than happy to haul coins, Pa. More than happy. $72. $72D. Hudson's dad hurt his back. Gonna take HUD and return at least some of them Monday. All right. Well, don't be afraid to hold some. We get a date set up, and I will be glad, more than happy to help take coins back. $72D. Oh, Christopher Ty hit the slots. All right, last lucky dog the last 2 weeks. So far, so bad. Hopefully we can get some little last row magic here. Need some last row magic for Martin Bowen. That one right there looks funny. Y'all want to open that one first? Let's open that one first. It looks funny, but I don't think it's silver. Last stream of the year. All right, $80 silver. Yep, it is. That was the one. Nope, it was the other one. That look. No, 74. 74. $71. Yep, who would have thunk it? $80 silver. I know Martin, me and Martin were talking about it, and he was like, you know, he said, I guess I was shooting low ball. I said, I thought, you know, $40-something at the end of the year would be a number. So, I mean, surely goodness, everybody think that at some point it's going to have a drawback. You know, so what would you expect to see if it drew back? Would you see back to $60 an ounce? You know, what kind of drawback do you think we'll see in 2026? Or do you think we'll see one? Because, you know, now all the talk is about selling, but surely you want to look at buying if it was to hit a you know, a stumbling block somewhere, something happened in the economy or world economy or whatever, excuse me, whatever that would prompt, you know, a sudden fall. Hey there, Sam Wilson. $71D. Yeah, I guess. I have not bought any lately, but I would still buy it at 50. You know, I wanted my silver to be able to say I doubled my money on it one day during my lifetime. I don't know how old you are, Mr. Red Card. So, you know, I kind of was thinking that I would like to say that all my silver doubled. I doubled my money on my silver. And for that to happen in my lifetime, I felt like that anything over the $50 to $60 mark would put it out of that range, you know, because my kids don't care nothing about this. They really don't even care that it's a valuable thing sitting over here. It's you know, there's not many kids nowadays, and I'm not painting everybody with the same brush here. But there's not many kids that think of physical silver as an investment these days. Most of them wanting to get Bitcoin. You know, my brother-in-law's son is you know, has really good paying job and is trying to invest and stuff. So he's, you know, but he's young. He's less than 30 years old. Michael LePew's finally off work, he says. And he's in Bitcoin, you know. So there's not in our or in the younger generation, and I'm not everybody again, there's not very many that are looking at physical assets as an investment. I could be wrong. Some of that just could be a convenience thing, you know, because you have to put some work in to do this, to hunt and find and buy With Bitcoin, you just click a button, right? I never bought Bitcoin, but you know, I'm assuming you can sit here at your computer. Of course, you can sit here in your computer and buy silver too, but as far as going out and finding the deals, if you will, takes a little work. Remember when I said 2025 wasn't going to be a great year, but then you said something good. Oh, well, good, Sam Wilson. That is great. So 2025 did end up being a good year. I am glad. Thanks for sharing that, Sam. We all need a little good news here and there. So congratulations, my friend. Sam Wilson tying the knot. Come on, Bob. We are down to the last 5 rows for the continuation stream for Martin Bowen. We were on a pretty good ride there for 2 weeks. On a pretty good ride. 71D. Gotta hunt them to find them. Time is running out. Running out. Martin said he smells silver. I've been smelling me a ham sandwich. And it's going to become a reality as soon as this is over. I got busy. I meant to eat the one before the stream started, and I didn't get around to it. I smell a ham sandwich. Say 2. Fasting today, maybe tomorrow. Well, I won't talk food anymore, Martin. That is the first food conversation in the whole stream, though. That's hard to believe. $71. Hey, Silverman. How's the weather in Hawaii today? How is the weather in Hawaii today? That's like when I quit smoking. I had two triggers for smoking. And one was when I was fishing. If there was no cigarette, there wasn't any fishing. And then the other was at work at the break tables. And so I had a tournament coming up after I'd smoked my last cigarette. And I thought, well, I'm not going to take my boat because there weren't many people that smoked that could afford to own a boat. You know, a lot of the non-boaters smoked, so I thought my chances of having to, you know, smell cigarettes all day would be much less if I went as a non-boater. I picked the one guy almost in my whole club smoked. And I was in the back of the boat, so all the smoke came drifting by me all day long. But I did it. I quit. I never had another one since. Never had another one since. All right, last row, Martin. I don't see anything, brother. It looks like our luck may have run its course. May have run its course. $71D. Yeah, that was a good thing. Imagine, you know, with the cost of things nowadays, I quit before they were still under $2 a pack when I was buying them, so I don't see how people do it nowadays. Although I know it's a hard thing to quit. It is very hard to quit. There we go. All right, Martin. Sorry, brother. Got you and JC here. I need to get you each a 40%er. So I've got a 69 and a 67 there coming at you. And let's see how the lights have went today. I see 77, so we need a 75 light. So I'm going to pick these 1, 2, 3 all in one go. I'm going to do another for the lights today. I'm doing a Rosie dime and a Indian head penny and a V nickel. There's a 1911 V nickel, and I had some Indian head pennies somewhere that I had set out. Where, oh where? There they are. So a 1904 Indian head. So a little bit of silver, a little bit of old coins. That will be the 75 lights. So. And I'm going to pick them 1, 2, 3. JC, again, thank you, JC. Like Pam, I haven't seen you in the chat in a while, but appreciate you donating today. Sorry the boxes went the other way. We always know that's a possibility. Also, Martin Bowen, I appreciate you hanging for me in with me. 3 weeks in a row, Martin has been a donator. So thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And let's get this going. Already got it over here so I can get to it easy. You will have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. A V nickel, an Indian head cent, and a Rosie dime, Shell Bell. V nickel, Indian head cent, and Rosie dime. And you have 2 minutes to get in, starting now. Minute 17 seconds, 35 people in. We got 49 in chat. That number's been good today. I appreciate everybody that's been in. I want to thank my mods. I also want to say a super thank you to the super chat guys today, and to Net Thing going out on a limb and searching for the back door to help me out with the stream. So with that kind of effort going in to support the stream, I opened up super chats again, and so y'all have been super generous for that too. I appreciate it very, very much. So 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds to go. Jim Thompson, Michael Erickson, and Net Theme were super chatting today, and I appreciate it. You guys rock. 28 seconds to go. Let's go ahead and get switched over to that screen. And looky there, that's even gonna work today. That's even gonna work today. We got about 30 minutes till pile starts. You're welcome, Martin. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Today, this is gonna be the year for appreciation. All right, 3 seconds to go. Everybody's in. We got 39 people in. That's a pretty good number out of 45 or so that's in. All right, here we go. Still leaking. I think I'll try a different washer. If that don't work, I'll get different connectors. I hope you get it fixed, Lisa. All right, first winner is going to be for 50 likes, and that winner is going to be Collector Rick. Oh, by the way, I have had to I ended up deleting all of my addresses trying to fix a problem on my thing. So I can look up your email, and if you've sent me something at some point down the road, thank you, Michael LaFew. That's very generous of you, my friend. Thank you so much. $5 for Michael LaFew. So if you haven't sent me an email with your address in a little while, it might help if you would do that. But if I've sent you something in the last few months and it's on, if you send me an email then I can look it up. But going to pick another winner here for 75. Thank y'all so much. Michael, if you, I appreciate it, brother. Going to be Coin Silver. Coin Silver. So I'm kind of starting to build my library back up again on the addresses. Last but not least, EOS today is going to be JC Likes Pam. That's cool, JC. You got a 40%er JC from your box, and you will get this little prize pack. And again, I appreciate you donating today. Very generous of you. And like I said, I do have a little something I've been meaning to send you. Now that I got some stuff coming your way, I'm going to put it all together. And again, I mentioned earlier, this is something I've had for JC. I'm just looking for an opportunity to send it to him. So it's not in connection with the box hunt at all. Just a little something I thought he needed. So I will get that all out to you. Thanks, everybody. Good hunt today. Well, let's say it was a good hunt because I was hanging out with you guys. Not so good from the silver standpoint, but we did have 2 good weeks. Every week, unfortunately, can't be a silver box, but hopefully we will get back into them again next week. And I should have boxes, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll be back again next Saturday. So thanks, my mods, again, as always. Thanks, every one of you. We ended up with some new subscribers today. That's always good to see. 1713. We've come a long way from when we started this little thing. So, yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. I won't see you again till next year. I'll see y'all again next year. See y'all next year. But hope it's a good one. Hope it's a good year for everybody. And take care. And JC Like Pam even won the slot going out the door. Bye, everybody.